Oh, man, why are they pulling us over again?
That light was totally yellow, man. What the fuck?
Hey, pull over.
Dude, it's a girl cop.
Keep your hands where I can see
Oh,
them.
she's kind of hot, though.
If you wanna run away, well, it's your lucky day, girl cops. 100 pounds or more, they can't take you to the floor, girl cops. Even if you're in cuffs, they don't make it very tough, girl cops. If you want a power trip with a pistol on her hip, girl cops. You can run away cause they're not very fast. It's not the movie so they can't kick your ass. They can't do push-ups to save their life or beat a smaller man in any kind of fight. Girl cops, they're hot but they can't do a lot. You can frisk my rights away, you know I love it, babe. Girl cops, I don't mind doing time when the lady cop is fine. Girl cops, if you're gonna take me in, maybe show a little skin. Girl cops, girl cops, so hot but they can't do a lot. So hot, girl cops, but you might get shot. If they needed pepper spray and pull their gun out by mistake, may as well see as many bullets they can take. Pull out a gun when they meant to use the taser, cause they didn't have an Acme disintegration laser. Girl cops, so hot but they can't do a lot. If you wanna get away, well, it's your lucky day, girl cops. 100 pounds or more, they can't take you to the floor, girl cops. Even if you're in cuffs, they don't make it very tough, girl cops. Girl cops, so hot but they can't do a lot. So hot, girl cops, but you might get shot. Girl cops, so hot but you might get shot. Welcome. Hello, everybody.
Oh, hello.
The first episode of SNL, the SNL podcast.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, welcome indeed. I mean, this will be the live portion. We're probably going to edit it and, make a little tidy podcast so we can mess around. But nonetheless, this is myself and my brother. I figure we'll,
try and do something.
Something, indeed. Something is the word. We're just a couple of men, real men, that have been working outside all day. And,
all day, building a deck.
mowing the lawn.
You did mow the lawn.
Been cutting the wood. Been trimming the trees. All kinds of manly stuff we've been doing. So, you've come to the right spot if, you want some man stuff.
It's man to man. You want some man on man? You come
No, abort.
That song was Girl Cop by the lovely man himself.
Yeah, exactly. And if anyone's wondering what the hell's going on, Root says, hey, what's going on, Corey?
Roots.
The lovely assistant is busy playing bingo this evening. So just to let you guys know. So she'll probably be in on this, next time we do it. Anyways, what's up, Roots? Nice to see you there. And everybody. Corey Flockster, what's up, Corey and Nacho? But anyways, I'll try. That's what I was hoping the lovely assistant would be around for, was to make sure that she kept an eye on the chat and we could just talk and stuff. But,
just ramble, yeah.
Yeah, but so you'll forgive me. The chat will forgive me. I will leave it up though. But it's not exactly like we've been, Well, look, it's the first episode. I don't expect the chat to be overwhelming.
No. I think I just broke my pen. I don't know what I've done to it. My marijuana device.
Oh my god! You can't.
Well, there's stupid things. What?
You can't handle the vape. You can't
No,
handle
it's just
simple.
not working. I can't suck on it hard enough. You know. I need you to come
Okay.
over here and show me.
Oh my god! No, we just talked about this. This is a manly. This is a man show. This is get those vapes out
Oh,
of
it
here.
worked. It worked. Well, it's just
Vapes aren't
you're
for
out building
men.
the deck all day.
We gotta build. We gotta smoke cigars. That's right.
I was smoking
vapes.
cigars. I was out at a cabin recently and ate an abundance of mushrooms, smoking cigars with
Mm-hmm.
a 6'6" tall man. If you want to talk about being manly,
Nice. Well, cigars will
pretty
do
fun.
it. Cigars will
Yeah,
do it.
pretty good.
You know, I had an unfortunate incident happen recently that didn't make me feel so much like a man. I was a pallbearer at a funeral, and you know, it was unfortunate. You know, like she was she was like 99 years old, and she was like,
Oh, gosh,
so it
yeah.
was not like it was anything tragic. You know, it was very sad. I did know her my whole life, but anyways, whatever. That's not the story. So I was at so anyways, whatever. I was at this funeral, and I was a pallbearer. And the girl that was helping with the funeral said, "Oh, here's the light side of the coffin, and then that's where she put me." And I was, I was a little sad. She put me by the light side of the coffin. I kind of took that, but
What is the light side of the coffin?
probably her feet.
I guess.
But
A coffin. I've carried. How many coffins have you carried in your life? I've carried a few.
at least 3.
Yeah, I think I'm at 3 or 4.
At least 3. I
Not to
can't.
brag.
I mean, I can't. Yeah, not to brag. Kind of flex. What, you trying to one up me, bro?
Yeah.
So that wasn't the embarrassment. The embarrassment was there was a gentleman that they put on the heavy side he was an elderly man who had one arm.
You didn't get put on the.
No, it was
That's
very
wild.
it was very emasculating. I was very upset.
That's pretty funny.
But I did, I didn't let. I have a good poker face, so I didn't let that show. I didn't show my my
You didn't-
disdain for that.
They thought that you had pocket aces, but you really had 5-2 offsuit. They're like, oh, he's good.
Yeah, well, it was easy because you're supposed to look sad anyway at a funeral, so I could easily.
Yeah, it's not good if you go there laughing.
No.
I had an uncle who would just go to every funeral he could and he loved it, like having a great time.
Why would he love it?
God, he just loves he just knew everyone there, a man of the church. He just loved. I'm sure the free sandwiches helped.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much
The ham and cheese hits different at a funeral, man. It's
Well, I mean, when they cut those sandwiches, the ladies' guild cuts the sandwiches into triangles, any lady that can't have children anymore that can cut a sandwich in triangles, for some reason it works. It can't be like a young lady that still has her ovaries. It has to be some,
No,
it
no.
has to be some
God, no.
grandmother cutting those.
someone that's only on hard candy and tea, and I'm not talking about gossip. She just strictly drinks tea. Yeah.
Oh my God! Roots in the chat says him and his cousins were drunk as shit at my cousin Steve's, or at a funeral, and his cousin Steve fell down the stairs
fell down the
as they were carrying
my grandpa off
Oh
the
my God.
door.
Can you imagine?
I've never seen a casket drop. That's a flex. That's a bit of a flex there.
No. We had to step over a small little a stump or something that was in the way, and we had a little obstacle, but there was no problems with the last one we did. But we had
Maybe-
obstacles.
In my will, I'll leave that I want there to be an obstacle course that you have to go over.
Exactly.
Some, mouse traps, maybe a mine,
Exactly. While you're carrying it, yeah. No, there's like a water bog, some quicksand. So you might take a few with you.
There's a water balloon section. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah.
it's 8:30 at night, and I'm in the middle of nowhere in Newfoundland, and some guy just starts mowing the lawn at the house where the last person who lived there died. It's just like you can't make it up. You can't.
They were mowing the lawn of someone who
They
just
just started mowing it right now. It's like 8:30 at night, and me and my dad were saying how no one's mowed it since that guy passed away. Now there's just some random guy out here mowing it.
Oh,
I have no idea who he is.
Well, you willed that into happening.
I know.
Isn't that
I
wild?
can't wait to go in and tell him. Yeah, that's crazy. We didn't drop it, but it was. Oh, he tumbled down like 15. Oh, okay, so he held on to it. Oh,
No,
okay.
Roots is saying they didn't drop it, but it's better to imagine them dropping it. It's
Yeah,
much
yeah.
funnier. You know, it's much funnier.
Well, like that famous movie Death at a Funeral, and like they even redid that with just African American people long before Disney was doing it.
Which movie?
Death at a Funeral. It was like a classic slapstick comedy where a death happens at a funeral, and then they they mess with the bodies and all this stuff. But they also just did an entire version with African American people as opposed to the white version. Years ago, for like no reason to my knowledge, they were just like, "Hey, why don't we
way
get Tracy
ahead.
Morgan in here?" Yeah,
They were way ahead of the curve.
they were. It's like now it's like Ariel and the Ghostbusters. We're like, huh?
Yeah,
What's going on
exactly. You understand that we've only done not even like a quarter of an episode, and we've already been replaced by minorities.
Yeah.
We've already been
By some
replaced by
sassy
minorities.
black woman. Yeah, drinking her sparkling.
Well, the Hodge twins, they took our job. They're already doing the brother thing.
Salute. Yes, the 07 salute. Beautiful.
What's up, Marge and Ducky Boy? How's it going? Good day indeed. There's actually some scandal going on in the world of bass.
No, there's not. And like bass,
I think.
I hope you mean bass.
No.
A fish? No, an actual
No.
instrument. Holy
Yeah,
moly.
well, I mean, I'm
I know, I'm just
musician.
fucking with you.
I do play
I'm
the
just
bass.
fucking with you.
And-
I also played the bass growing up before I retired peacefully from the bass. I wanted to get laid again.
Yeah, well,
Even though you managed to get someone pregnant while being a bassist, that's impressive.
yeah, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy.
Very proud of you. Telling me what's the
big
what's
scandal
conflict
of
in
the
world?
bass?
Yeah, the big scandal of the
Well,
bass. Yeah.
so I heard of this through there's a new podcast that I just discovered in the last few months. Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins does a podcast,
Okay.
and he has musicians on, and he had on who was it now? Was it? It was the guy from what? Who? Oh my God, I'm drawing
Avery
a blank here. Oh, Avery Sharp, stand-up guy. Who's Avery Sharp?
Like stand-up bassist or
Stand-up guy. I don't know Avery Sharp, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just embarrassed because I don't remember exactly which band it was. But Billy Corgan had a music. Oh my God, it was. It was the guy from Yes. No, it's the guy from it was the guy from the Doors, the guitar player from the Doors. This makes perfect sense now. Sorry,
Okay.
brain fuck. And he had Robbie Kruger on, the guitar player for the Doors. And,
Understood. Yeah.
And Robbie Kruger said that Carol Kay, the famous bass player. Now, I don't know if you know who Carol Kay is. She's a famous bass player that used to play in the 60s and 70s with, I think it was the Wrecking Crew and people like that were like studio musicians that backed up everybody, you know. And so apparently she claimed that she played on the Doors album because they didn't have a bass player, right? You know, Ray Manzarek was playing with his left hand. But apparently Robbie Kruger says she never did. So Carol Kay,
her entire career.
well, I mean, I'm pretty sure she played on some things, you know, of course.
Yeah.
But, you know, what did she or didn't she know? How can we take her word? Her memory might, and I'm not even saying she's lying. Her memory might
Is
just
she
be,
old? Like, how old is she?
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, she's old. She's in her 70s now. She was playing bass, like, back in the 70s and late 60s, probably. She was always so cool because, I thought she played on some of the Pet Sound stuff in the Beach Boys, and she had this little mini skirt and playing pick bass, and I thought she was, hot
that was
shit.
an obtainable girl, maybe, because she played bass and you play.
Well, she was like, a million. I mean, no, that's not.
Wait, so are you? You're 18 years old. What's that?
Age shaming. Podcast off. I didn't know I was gonna get age shamed.
Wait. To bring back age shaming, a girl got hired at her work, and everyone's like, "She's so young." And then I was like, "Wait, you can't ask how old someone is in an interview?" And they're like, "No, that would be ageist." I was like, "Wait, what?"
But
that's
you have to find out how old they are if they're legally allowed to be in a bar. I mean, you work in bars.
Yes, and that's what I said. And they said, well, we had to ask if she was old enough to serve alcohol, and she said yes. And I was like, and so...
Okay.
No, and I asked the owner, and he said it would be ageist of us, and I was like, that is complete bullshit. If I had a business, I would be, how old are you? And on your resume, it should say how old you are. Like that's sorry,
Yeah,
but
it should.
sorry to take away from. And but we can't believe this woman, this old disheveled woman who's lied about playing with the Beach, lied
The
about
Doors,
playing with the
yeah.
Doors.
Hmm.
Didn't the guy from the Beach Boys just pass away?
He
like
just
2 weeks
did.
ago?
Brian Wilson,
Yeah.
yeah. He was taken
Yeah.
out by Israeli snipers, I believe.
No.
Yeah, it was part of the war.
That's because. Oh
Yeah,
God.
Yeah, they got him.
See, this is what I was saying. Like, it was right what we did, what America did. You know, it's right to get Elon Musk out of the fucking office. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that was made a big difference.
It did. You know, just a little button pressed.
Well,
you see
look-
JD Vance get on there and say he's like, Trump pressed the button and then a Diet Coke came in. He's like, oh, thank God, it was just the Diet Coke button and not bomb.
That's funny. I mean, look, what are we gonna say? What are we gonna say? We have a young Mr. Burns running our country now. You know what I mean?
$30 million in debt to China himself. Yeah, dude, he's silly goose.
Well, just in whatever. I was so upset. I had that line for Mark Carney like the second he was elected as a young Mr. Burns,
Excellent.
and then I was
This
watching.
podcast will never work.
And then I was watching Kill Tony the other day, and Kill Tony said someone was a young Mr. Burns, and I was so pissed off.
Simpsons did it, dude.
I know,
Simpsons
Simpsons did it. What's up there, Starving Artist? How you doing,
Starving
buddy?
Artist,
What's up,
hey.
man? Nice to see you. Yeah, I hate it when like people
Big
that
comment.
I hate it when super famous people steal things I was almost about to do.
Yeah, that's most of my stand-up career. It's most of it. I was listening to because one of the first albums Our Father ever gave us was Bill Cosby's Revenge. Before all the bad stuff,
Yeah.
I was a young boy just listening to Bill Cosby, peacefully alone in my room, coming in and out of consciousness. It was beautiful, you know. And I realized that I had like taken a joke, pretty much just from listening to that like 20 years ago. And it's just like, I was like, I'm going to have to stop doing that joke. It's kind of very similar to that. But it's like, you know.
You stole a Bill Cosby, eh? Oh, well, I mean...
Yeah. But everyone's still fine.
Everyone's still awake, that's the main
Women
thing.
are fine. Yeah.
Good. Beautiful. I think that there should be penalties for this Carol K, the stolen valor. It's stolen valor. And as far as
Yeah.
I'm concerned, in my world, it's the worst kind of stolen valor. You know,
From a bassist.
For a bassist, of course. So I think we need to have like a Supreme Court of Justice panel of bass players. We need like Geddy Lee, Les Claypool, Victor Wooten, Avery
Billy
Sharp.
Sheehan. Yeah, Billy Sheehan.
Billy Sheehan's a good if he's still alive. You know.
I think he's still alive.
Yeah,
I
well,
learned tap bass because of him. And then I quit.
so we need a panel of bass players to decide her fate, and if found guilty, she'll probably have to listen to
We'll
Kiss.
probably have to treat her
Kiss
like
records.
a witch with her age, you know? So, like, just witch, bassist.
throw her off the cliff and see if she flies or not.
She just cackles and, like, starts playing a sick bass riff and just flies off. You're like, oh, shit.
Otis says that Carol Kay must be protected at all costs. Well, I don't know if you caught this part, Otis, but I was listening to an interview with Robbie Kruger of The Doors, and he says that Carol Kay claims she played on The Doors albums that she never did. So we have a case of stolen valor on the bass here.
Yeah.
It might need to be investigated, because I always looked up to Carol Kay as well as a bass player. But
Yeah,
if
is
she's
there
lying...
bassology yet? Do we have bassology? Is there a group of bassologists?
Well, this is what I mean. We need the Supreme Court of bass players to take care of this. You know,
Yeah.
that's what we need. But will we get it? I don't know.
Not with these budget in this economy. I don't know if we will.
No, thanks, Trump.
Fuck the Doors. Okay, whoa.
Yeah,
Come
well,
on,
I mean,
dude.
look. Well, I mean, not everyone likes the Doors. I get it. I mean, I enjoy, a good chunk of their songs, but whatever.
I only ever had the greatest hits. I don't know shit about the Doors.
Oh, so
I
you-
shouldn't get so defensive.
Well, I mean, you should love them then, because you've only heard their greatest
I only
songs.
heard they're great. I do. That's why I do. Maybe I got so defensive. And in Tony Hawk's Underground 2, they have Break On Through to the other side, so that resonates.
Oh, look at
Video
this.
games and music always give me.
Sir Jason
Played
Vogus
the organ.
is a bass player here. Said, "Oh, okay, right on. Well, what do you? If you're a bass player, please weigh in on the what the punishment should be. I figured they should have to listen to Gene Simmons' bass solos on repeat for hours. You know, I've seen some horrible ones.
They just have to watch the Gene Simmons Family Jewels for a year straight. That's the only television they get.
Ooh, exactly. That would be straight up torture. That's what Carol Kay has to do. If she's
Funny
gonna be
enough,
guilty.
our mother loved that show.
Mm.
I'm not gonna
Sure,
lie. Our
of
mother
course.
watched that. Yeah.
Well, we
But
all
at the
watched.
time,
We all
What
watched
was
it.
good?
Mhm.
What was good at the time? Nothing.
I'm drawing a blank.
That's when. What? Drawing a blank?
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. Well, and what was good back then? You know, like no, I mean,
that was the era of like Kate, Kate and Jake plus 8. It's
Yeah.
like just my 500-pound, like just the atrocity of Dog the Bounty Hunter, just puke of television.
yeah, it
diarrhea.
was beautiful. It was literally the best time in TV.
Of
And
course.
After the year 2000, you know, for sure. Like after the year 2000, that was all the best
After
stuff.
2001.
Oh, so yeah, we always got to put why you always got to put that year in there. Something happened that year. Something happened 2001.
Yeah, something on Seinfeld or something. I don't remember. But.
Okay.
Um,
I think I'm gonna pour a little drink here. There you go.
I'm
Yes,
gonna
the
have to get
Gene
another
Simmons
beer.
punishment seems appropriate. They say it's true. I saw Gene Simmons when he. Well, I didn't see him. Sorry, because I wouldn't go see Kiss live. I know you liked it when you were a kid, and of course that's what it's made for, children. No, I'm just joking, but
it is.
They have like a they have a couple great not great songs, but songs that are fun and whatever. Lost
Catchy.
my camera. My camera doesn't work here. Oh my goodness.
What? Oh no. Try it again.
Yeah,
Just
well.
press the little I and turn on, turn off.
Oh yeah, no, I'm do that. I will do that. Let's see here.
Oh no, we did lose you.
Activate. Come on.
Activate.
1 sec here.
Oh, so ooh. But yeah, that bass player should. Oh,
Okay, I don't know why this thing isn't working here. Deactivate and activate it again.
yeah. Sometimes OBS is just annoying with certain cameras.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never used.
Well,
I'm
I
so
think I
glad
have
to be here on our mother's laptop.
I'm gonna plug it back in there. That's all.
Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. But Chad, thanks for everyone coming out to me. It's my first pod ever that's not just audio recorded. I sent my big bro here a pod I did with another comic, and he was like, he called me. He's like, we can do better than that. Come on, let's make one. That's a Fleetwood Mac. Nice. Rod Stewart is forever. Rod Stewart is great. I always loved Rod Stewart, honestly. There's a good skateboard part. Louis Barletta's Enjoy Bag of Suck. Young Turks. Rod Stewart. Great song. But that's how my brain works. Music. Oh, so you're
There. Don't switch. Beautiful. Okay. I wouldn't know why that happened. I'd be lying. But
Oh, you got it. Nice.
oh yeah, no, I'm good to go now. But
Perfect.
since I did get it back.
I think it tried to connect to Discord then, because like mine. I mean, I think you see mine.
Yeah,
I think it just tried
popped
to
up
connect
there.
it. Yeah.
I'm gonna get a pop
That's
here and
fine.
once I right back.
All right. I'll stay with the kids. I'll watch them. So you Canucks as the front. Ah, he sucks, dude. Don't be starting. As Big Brother said, he's the Mr. Burns. We got a Mr. Burns running our little Canada.
Yeah, we
But
do.
what about? Yeah, it's true.
I mean, that guy was.
I want to see Smithers. I want to know who he is. What's he all about?
His wife is a dude, pretty much, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not allowed to say that, I guess. But, I mean, the way that they walk is just insane. Insanely manly. Mark Carney's wife. Anyways, whatever. She has a masculine walk, let's say.
Does she? I haven't. Is she like just looking for trouble? Kind of.
She walks with a purpose, let's say.
Yeah. And Carney walks behind her, like, because he's afraid to be in front of her.
No, she seems to be behind him. You know, I mean, because they still have that. There's still that traditional dynamic that they have. They present, basically, but it's ridiculous. What's up, Hobo Chili? How's it going?
I'll play
Anyways,
Fat Tony. Take time. Roots will play the Ballad of Gay Tony. It's hilarious. It's Grand Theft Auto DLC, but that's a really funny joke.
yeah, Hobo. Oh, Hobo was asking about our new prime minister. Yeah, well, Hobo. He was just like an international banker. You know, head of like the Bank of England for some reason. Now he's our prime minister. Nothing to see here.
Yeah, just a bit of. Just a bit of laundering. Just doing a bit of laundry here,
Well,
boys.
just more of like just the globalist kind of a same old agenda, right? Just
yeah.
going along with whatever. He's just, and it was either. Do you know what it was? We had the choice of having a young Mr. Burns or a Milhouse or a grown up Milhouse.
I wouldn't mind Millhouse. He's cool. Everything would go up Millhouse, and then I'd feel great.
Well, that was Pierre Poilievre, right? I mean,
that's who I voted for. So.
yeah. Well, I mean, but I mean, I thought he. I mean, look, I would have rathered him than Mark Carney, but I thought he was weak, and he was probably going to do the same thing. Like, none of these guys.
I think he would. I honestly didn't like. Carney talking to Trump was funny, but then like that was the only funny thing he did, and then we've never heard. I haven't heard anything from him. So,
No.
it was just cute the way like they got back and forth, but then. Yeah.
Who's this? Carney and Trump? You're saying?
Yeah. When he's just like, oh, like we're not for sale, blah blah, and like it was cute at the time, but then now I'm just like, do more, do some other stuff.
I felt like Carney was just owned there. I mean, not owned, but he just like Trump was just kind of dominating that conversation, like alpha male.
Well, like he had to get a cavity search before that. Mark Carney just got his butt searched for fentanyl.
No.
Yeah. I think that was proven to be true.
You're joking.
Pretty sure. Look it up. I'll look it up right now.
Why would he do that?
Because then, would you rather imagine how shitty Canada would be towards him if he's like, "Well, I didn't want to get my butthole searched for fentanyl." It's like, so you had it, and then they'd just be like,
"What are we talking about here?" Now I recall when Justin met Trump.
No.
Listen, when Justin met Trump, he asked for that. He begged for that. But Mark Carney's like a different guy, you know. I mean,
no. Yeah, this is.
That was joking.
Hold on, wait. I know, but I'm trying to find it.
Oh no, Roots can time everyone out in chat.
No.
Roots is messing with Hobo Chili. I wonder if I should take out. Let's see here. I wonder if I should time Roots out.
She said, "Yeah, time out.
Time out,
I
Roots."
am looking. Yes.
Oh no! It doesn't give me the option just to.
You own the stream.
I don't. I'm on another channel. I can't get on. I just Anyways, whatever. I have no power here. Unfortunately, Roots has all the power in the world right now. The computer back here. I would have to go log on to this computer back here to do something about it. So I'm screwed. Roots is in charge. I mean. Sorry, jeez, guys. I mean, kind of off the rails. Nonetheless, look, I just figured, we could do something like this. I see all the big channels do this. They stream it live and then they edit it later, and you see you see the chat kind of at different spaces when they're talking about stuff, and we can do clips. And I heard some other people doing streams, and I was like, oh my god, we can do better than that. And it's been a while, so I'm like, fuck this.
Oh, I'm always down to get on and rant with my brother.
Yeah, well.
Do you want to hear the funniest thing going on in our city right now?
Please. I mean, the big city of St. John's, Newfoundland.
Newfoundland, yeah. So funny. So we have this park where everyone goes and drinks, and the homeless live there sometimes, and you can do whatever you want. There's a kids playground there, and people usually don't mess around with that. It's like it's been fine since I was 15. 15 years, it's been fine. And mom's like, even our parents have gone there, and it's whatever. So then the city of St. John's decides to put like this Hollywood-like sign there that just says St. John's, and it cost $85,000. And we've been begging them to clean up downtown from Merchant Road to the waterfront for like years. It's just like disgusting. Like there's no maintenance. You're just like, man. And they're like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna build a sign for $85,000, and everyone just started freaking out and shit talking them. And like they said, they've never received more negative things. So the past 3 weeks, it's been that, and then they came out yesterday, and they're like, we're gonna think about putting it somewhere else.
Well,
Like the
who cares where it is? It's about the
$85,000 is just too much.
I know,
That's a sign.
but it's already done. They already paid for it or whatever. I assume.
No. They didn't. They said it was approved, and then like everyone just fucking lashed at them, and then they're like, and everyone was like, as soon as this is made, we're gonna destroy it.
So what are they gonna do? Are they gonna like get their money back for it somehow?
I don't know. They just said it was approved. They're still like, I don't know. Fucking they said it's on pause, so they'll wait a year and then they'll build it at night in secrecy, and then put it out, and everyone will be like, "What the fuck?" That's probably what's gonna happen.
So weird.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Why they like? But I mean, I don't understand how you can. I mean, undo that. You've paid for a sign, like the Hollywood sign of St. John's. That's hilarious.
It's not like Hollywood sign.
Maybe
It's just
not,
like the, like font, but like what? It's not even that. It doesn't look like it would even be much taller than 6 or 8 feet. But it's like just straight font. Now dildo in Newfoundland has a Hollywood sign that just says dildo, and they said it only cost them like 30 grand. So
Still a lot of
but
money.
it's a lot less words. It just says dildo. So-
Yeah. I mean, they did.
Did we bring you there last time we were there? That'd be.
I don't believe so, but I mean, when you buy your town sign at a novelty sex shop, I mean, they are reduced price, in certain times of the year.
There was probably a sponsor like whatever, Adam and Eve or something.
But just in case,
Politics are freaking weird. Yeah,
but just in case
that's why-
anyone doesn't know, there is a town in Newfoundland called Dildo,
Yeah,
and there's
straight
also
up just called dildo.
there's also is it Conception Bay?
Cuckles Cove. I
Oh
swear to God, that's a place.
I was watching these British guys that go to all these music festivals all over the world. Like, that's their job. I forget the name of their channel or whatever. But anyways, they went to this music festival in Tennessee, and there's all of this weird, like, left-wing stuff going on there. It was super weird. They had this, like, chair way up on this huge stick, and they were calling it the cuck chair.
Yeah.
It was so weird. And then
like that.
she was in like this girl that was there was like kind of in this little frame that said hot people, so it was cute, and then at the bottom it was like abortion hole. It's like, what? It's like, it's all these things. You're supposed to be having fun and just keep taking your mind off of all these crazy things in the world, and then you go to this rock and roll concert. It was literally a rock and roll show, and all of this weird stuff is there, and you're just like, yeah, I love rock and roll. Abortion. What? Abortion? What? Why? Why? It's like, why
we still have people in downtown St. John's that hold like anti-abortion signs. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I don't understand.
It's the same, and I feel the same way. There was someone there with some Trump flags, and I was the same way. It's like, why are you bringing that stuff to the concert? Just leave it alone. Just go and have
leave it
fun.
alone.
Just go and have fun. There's
Just wear the band T-shirt or wear a black T-shirt or wear another band's T-shirt and go to the show.
yeah. We don't always have to trigger people, but
No.
I mean, look, and this is the thing. I enjoy having heated debates with people that want to have
so do
them.
I yeah.
But like with people that want to have them, not with the unwilling participants. I mean,
No, and when people, when someone can't say they're wrong, like I'm the first person to ever be like, oh, I might be incorrect about that, but like, thanks, but like, or also it's like, if I don't understand something, when someone tries to bring up a topic, it's like, well, how do you not understand that? I was like, well, I just said to you, I don't understand it. Can you explain it to me? Then I have to go do my own research before I form an opinion. So.
I'm sorry. Hobo Chili in the chat is saying that you people don't have real money. We don't even have real money. I mean, how stunned do you have to be a country that makes all your money look alike? So, I mean,
Yeah.
So Ray Charles has to be paid in $1 bills. He's like, I need to be paid in ones just to make sure I got's mine. I mean,
I don't care what Monopoly money we have. I know the blue ones are 5s, the purple ones are 10s, the green ones are 20s, the 50 ones are reds, and the brown ones are 100.
and they all can go in the wash and drying machine, and
Yep.
they're still
Oh,
good.
yeah.
How about that?
Yep. Yeah. Clean money.
Clean
Launder
money, we do. Yeah, it's the best because then you can, keep using it. When you guys wash your money, either you get it gets seized or ripped apart in the dryer. So, I mean,
Come on.
Yeah.
You don't think we got real money?
just because yours is worth more than ours doesn't mean.
Doesn't mean, yeah.
Well, it does
You
actually.
ever hear of the euro?
What we have in Ontario, they have the
Escape.
yeah. No, I mean, look, don't shame our money.
Dude, that's worse than shaming. What were I was being an ageist
Age,
earlier.
yes, we were shaming the ages earlier.
Yeah.
Shaming for the ages.
But my brother comes from old money.
Old money. I wish.
Yeah, me too. I wish you did too.
Well, look, I heard you on this podcast the other day, and I'm like, oh, wow, hopefully maybe this is a successful podcast. I don't know. Is Liam becoming successful? It's like, oh, nice.
No.
Let's go.
I make hundreds of dollars at stand-up comedy. Hundreds.
Yeah. So what's
I had to
going?
do 3 shows to make 100.
So what was the anything exciting going on in the stand-up world of stand-up comedy? I'm a musician, so I think I'm funny, but I'm not.
Oh yeah, because they never got to hear the controversy earlier. That's funny. So Chad, yeah, there's been some new comics on the scene. They're very edgy. He opened his first set with "What's the deal with Asians?"
Mm-hmm.
And then he just that was his joke. There was no eye movement. There was no rock me ready or anything. Like there was no fun. But
So
I did find it funny.
did you find out what the deal was with
No,
Asians?
there was no deal. Like I was like, I asked him afterwards, like, what was your joke? Like, do you go to MUN or something? He's like, no. Like, do you know any Asian people? He's like, no. I was like,
Never met one.
never met one. You've never had Chinese food? He's like,
No.
never. Yeah.
Meat and
Hamburgers.
potatoes. Meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
I don't go in for that Thai stuff. Oh, 1 second. We're getting a donation.
Holy.
Show's interrupted. Sorry, from Nils. Let's see what he has to
Neil
say.
donated $10. Cheers, fellas.
I can't hear it, so tell me.
He said, "Cheers, fellas," for $10.
Whoa.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Nils.
I'll go get another beer on that note.
Yes,
Let's
do
pass
that.
for one of them.
Talking about Nils is an old fag. What's that? Oh, he knows what I mean. He's been around. Nils has been around. What is up? It is nice to see you guys. I do miss you guys. Let's see. Hey, Ducky Boy. Let's see if this works. Let's see. So the lovely assistant is in the chat under the name Ducky Boy. And just to let you guys know, she is, I guess bingo's over. Could you let us know, did you hit the jackpot? This is what we want to know. Can I order steak tomorrow? No, I don't know. Yeah, she was playing bingo with her mother and sister and niece. And Thursday? Is it Wednesday? Yeah. Wednesday is bingo night. Exciting. Yeah, I'm sure, yeah. It's TV bingo. So, and it's not any of these like fancy meme like bingo cards, God, that'd be awesome actually if I did all the memes. I crumpled them up in a little thing and spun it around and then drew it and be like, I didn't have I didn't have that on my bingo card for this year. Like Rob Schneider tweeting out Nick Fuentes. I guess that went big this week as far as saying that wasn't on my bingo card list
What
this year. Apparently, Rob Schneider retweeted Nicholas Fuentes' tweets. And
Rob Schneider's a very odd comic to me. What did he retweet though, sorry?
Oh, just something about the war and how, whatever. But it was just funny that
Yeah.
I was just talking about people. That's what was the joke when he did that. It's like, oh, I didn't have that on my bingo card this year for Rob Schneider retweeting Nick Fuentes.
You ever see his outfits when he does stand up? He wears like fedora, like jazzy suit. It's pretty funny.
Let's see here. Yes, I did see him dressed up. He dresses up like an elderly man in Vegas or something. Like he looks
Or
like
like an old, like a reformed pimp, but he can't, like, he didn't want to get rid of his outfits. He's like, I guess I should keep these and keep wearing them.
Yeah, no, I feel like he's an elderly person in Florida or something. Yeah, not Vegas. He's an elderly person in
Florida, yeah.
Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They must have casinos there. I want to go to a casino again soon. I miss casino.
Yeah. I mean,
There's
this,
a little illegal one I was going to for a bit playing roulette. That was fun.
you were playing roulette in an illegal casino.
Yeah, and blackjack was true. I watched some guy lose $1,500 next to me, and I was like, I only brought 100.
Pussy.
I don't even want to say it because Hobo will just be like, see, their money's not real. I was like, I'm just poor.
No, I mean, look, that's awesome. I wish because when we lived in the city in Halifax, we used to play poker all the time, and I do enjoy poker. I
miss
never
playing poker.
I never
Yeah.
understood why you play those stupid machines. You know what I mean?
I love
Anyways.
the stupid machines. They're so fun.
But I like the World Series of Poker, so I love watching that every year. And I've been to Vegas a few times. I enjoy like the history of the World Series of Poker and going there and stuff like that. I get it. Gambling's degenerate.
I got into it for a while. Like, you know, I watched all the Phil Hellmuth clips and all the Tony G clips and all that. Like, I got right into it.
Okay, well, there's
COVID especially.
there's a new guy in town. He's called Martin Cabral, and he's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, check out Martin Cabral later. He's like always antagonizing people and talking to them, and it's hilarious. And,
I'm in for that.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. We played a little game here last, but
Gambling is such an avoidable addiction. Like the fuck.
He's not. Is he wrong?
I mean, no, because you do it once, you're like, oh, that was pretty cool.
No, I mean, I don't detect
No,
any lies.
I honestly, yeah, he's probably right. It's totally avoidable.
Yeah.
But I just keep going back. I heard 99% of gamblers really quit before they hit it big.
sorry. I just did get distracted by what Hobo said, but anyways,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, we have no casino. The closest casino we have is like an hour and a half away, and I wouldn't go there.
That is really funny.
But anyways, I don't play machines. I don't consider, you know, I do play online poker occasionally, like once a week maybe now. Just
Well, you're
you know.
back. Nice.
But
We
once
should-
a
let's see,
week,
We
I
should play a
figure.
heads up.
No,
At our 10th episode, we play heads up.
do you know what I like? I like the 8 games. I like all the games, like the Omaha, and not
really?
not just the Hold'em. No. Do you know what the best game ever is? Deuce to 7 triple draw. It's fucking ridiculous. It's
Why?
amazing. Why? Because the best hand. It's 5-card draw, and the best hand you're trying to make is 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. No
Okay,
straights, no
I-
flushes. It's unbelievably fun. I love it. But
I'll
no one
try
plays it, so I mean I don't play it around here. But in the tournament online, the 8-game
No one
tournaments, out
plays it.
not around here. Everyone just plays Hold'em, right? But anyways,
Dude, Roots is like, we were just talking. Maybe I'll bring up what I was saying to you the other night.
What's that?
Because I'm reading him. My buddy pauses a fucking big my dad into the fire water one time got in the steel. Dude, I was saying to my brother the other night, stereotypes are there for a reason.
Oh yes, yeah. I mean, you have the Zenith. You have your kind of like your what other kind of stereotypes are there? There's your oh, I forget. I used to have one that played the tapes, the CDs, and the 8 tracks, and had a record player on top. I love those stereotypes. The ones I forget the ones I had. You know.
I used to have a Walkman.
Sony's a good stereotype. Yeah, the Sony Walkman.
Sony's a great stereotype.
Mm.
I can't
Anyways.
remember the rest of them.
No,
we'll
me
move
neither. Yeah. Hey, Chewy, what's up? The Chewy's in the chat.
on.
Indeed.
Hello.
So yeah, so when that guy at the stand-up comedy show did the Asian thing, did he get any heat? Did he get boos and jeers like, "No, get out of here"?
Everyone here's really pussy. They're just like, ooh. And then he's like, oh, you didn't like that one. And then he just immediately goes into, has anyone here ever been raped? And no one laughed at that. And
Yeah.
I don't even remember his other jokes because I think I immediately went out for a cigarette because I was like, oh my God. And then, which, you know, not to sound like, you can make a joke about either of those things if you properly word it. But, you know.
Fair enough.
But when there's no context to the joke, and you point at someone in the audience who's a woman and ask, you know.
Well, that's different. That's an approach.
He pointed out. He's like, "Has anyone ever married?" Like points at you.
You?
And then it's like,
Ma'am?
Then I was like, cigarette in hand. Let's go back inside. Yeah.
Why can't we smoke indoors? It's just so sad. You know, like
I do in the winter.
But yeah, but not in a restaurant or a bar. Not a bar. I mean,
No.
I mean,
when I was even I grew up like I'm only 30, but our father would take me to Tim Hortons and then put me on the other side of the see-through glass, and then he would have a cigarette, and then I would watch him.
When I was in junior high, they were still smoking inside my school.
That's awesome.
That's how old I am.
That's
Anyways.
awesome. So don't age shame yourself, man. Come on, we've been past this. We've gone past this. I think
It's just not easy getting old, and you see the decades go by, and the kids getting younger, and
And I keep the thing I love about high school is I keep getting older, but every girl stays the same.
no. Not Liam. Not during prom season. Don't make those jokes during prom season.
Happy graduation, baby girl.
Did you go to prom this year, Liam? Did you go to prom?
No. It's funny enough. I was talking to a girl on Tinder who I haven't seen. She's 3 years older than me, and I haven't seen her in a long time. But I remember when I was like 16, she was 19, but she looked like super young. And we would hang out, and we went trick-or-treating, and she's like, "This is probably the last time I'm ever going to go trick-or-treating." Then I messaged her on Tinder, and she said, "I still get to go trick-or-treating, by the way. I have 2 kids." And I was like, fuck.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God she wasn't actually going trick-or-treating herself.
No, that would be worrisome, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Roots, I love that. Roots says he appreciates this, the chat room that he's talking about. It's the only place we can all just legitimately be friends and goof around. It's true,
that is wholesome.
Because, I guess the interwebs has a lot of drama, I hear.
I do. Oh, yeah.
I stay clear away from it, so I don't know anything about anybody. But I know that I love all you guys. Like I have a handful of people that I like, like Roots and Jewy and some other people and Trippy and lots of. And
I know most of the chat. Like I've talked to Roots numerous times.
And Chuck Norris Guns Club and Ducky Boy's okay, I suppose. That's actually.
Yeah, Ducky Boy.
But you know what though? That's actually the lovely assistant in the house. There, she's on another account.
Oh,
yeah,
Ducky Boy.
Yeah, so
we love Ducky Boy.
So, like I said, she's playing bingo. I don't know if she mentioned if she won bingo. This is how we got in the gambling talk. Oh my God! One time we had the most fun. I love gambling and playing cards with my friend John Andrews. He comes over here sometimes and we'll gamble. And the last time he did, we literally John and I ended up with all the money at the table. It was a cash game, and John and I just cleaned out the whole table. But that's not the story. One night of a couple years ago, John. He was the house. He wanted to be the house, so he set up the little mini roulette table we have here, or whatever, and was spinning it around. Oh yeah, he was doing it, but he let actually this is more than a few years ago. This is a while ago, but he let our friend Gerard bet. He was only doing like nickels and dimes on the numbers because if they hit their number, it's going to pay out. He can't afford to see, but our friend Gerard convinced him to put $1 on one of the numbers.
These double zeros?
No, just on a random number. I forget what it was. Say you put on 17 or whatever, and 17 hit. And then so like our buddy had to it busted the house basically because John didn't have it was like
just $1 on 17. What is that?
It was like 30 something bucks or something. It was over 30 or 40 bucks. So I had
to do minimum $10 bet the last time I played roulette.
Yeah, but this was like at our house. This was just like a joke. I mean, John, the house only had like 40 bucks on him or 30 bucks, maybe 20. Yeah.
Always a house.
Anyways, that's enough gambling talk.
This is the click. Yeah, that's so true. The click. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Pop here.
What else? What else has gone on?
There's been a lot going on. I feel bad I haven't talked to you in so long. And
oh man,
and everyone,
I'm the same.
I know. Way. I saw the last message you sent me. It was like, "Oh, sorry, I'm so distant." I'm like, man, that was like I got that message a month after you sent it. So I'm like,
must have been drunk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like, oh, don't worry, we'll get it together. And we did.
I talked to the lovely I talked to the lovely assistant.
That's right.
Keep in contact with her.
Look at her retracting messages. God, what's she saying in there? Jeez. When I see
damage control, she's the best.
when I see retracted messages, I get suspicious. Oh yeah.
No.
So we got the Ducky Boy and we have our son in there. They're using the same account, so it's kind of confusing.
One's spaced and one's not.
Oh wow.
Jeez, I have to be on my
Oh,
good uncle behavior.
that's right. Keep it PG-13. I'm joking.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I actually have a great video for the boy. 2 hours of my 10 years of Twitch clips. So he
Wow.
can think I'm good at video games, then I'll play with him. People are like, you're trash.
So did you edit it to make you look like you won all the games right
all the
away?
time,
Oh yeah,
everything.
you're
Every
so
clip
cool.
is just beautiful. 2 hours of just me shredding.
Sorry, Roots actually says here, yo, where's the kilt dude that jams on the fiddle? Do you want to know something? That is Jeb, of course. You did get that correct. Where's Jeb?
Oh, Jeb.
Well, Jeb was here for a while in town, and I got to see Jeb quite a bit. And we've been planning, and Jeb's actually in town again. He went away to New Glasgow, an hour and a half away, and he was busking there, and the cops were busting his ass for busking around. And Jeb lives a pretty wild life, it seems like, and nomadic and such. But he's back in town tonight for a few days, it sounds like. And so I'm hoping by chance that he might actually just walk in here at any second. That would be the best thing. I would love it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I told him, I said, just come on over. I said, if you're around, and I don't know, he probably has something else to do tonight, and he's here for a few days, so I don't know if he's coming over
On the
tonight.
big Wednesday, yeah. It is a big Wednesday. It's our
whatever.
first night of our podcast, you know.
Well, I hope he comes over. I'd rather him come over tonight because tomorrow I'm busy. I'm busy after that. We'll see. Anyways,
I'm here, just do your pod. Oh, don't worry, buddy. I'm not. I just say it for fun.
oh, I kid. He
I
can
kid,
take
I
it.
Joke.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, I hear the stuff he listens to, and and I think of the stuff I listened to when I was his age, and
I
whatever.
I remember our dad finding Dane Cook's itchy asshole on my iPod Nano, and he's like, "You think it's funny to laugh about someone's itchy asshole?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty funny." Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah. And then
Kind of
now when
is.
I tell him that story, he's like, "God, I must have been quitting smoking or something." I was like, "Yeah, probably." Because me and him and my mom sit down and watch like Dan Soder and like some other comic. And like when we're done this, we're going in and watching Harlan Williams because she's like, "Oh, I want to see like that guy's in town. I would have went." Like he's on Saturday. I'm going to see Harlan Williams.
Oh, I thought you said it was in a while, so it's coming up
So
soon.
did I. I had to call work and be like, "Hey guys, listen, I spent $100 on these tickets. Please."
So, did you look up what I told you to about Harlan Williams?
No.
So
No, I passed that.
his new podcast is pretty good. I mean, he does the
one
show
with
Howie Mandel, yes.
Yeah.
And usually Howie Mandel annoys
Is
me.
oh my god, Deal or No, like he's just Deal or No Deal, or that he's a germaphobe, but then he has people on his podcast. I don't know.
To me, the germaphobe thing is probably one of the more annoying things about him.
Yeah,
I don't find it.
Germs are cool.
I don't find it interesting or quirky. Whatever. Screw him.
No,
But he's great on this show, and that's all I can say
there's
about
two
that.
people I would never expect to be, but I guess like they've both been doing stand-up comedy forever. Harlan Williams has always been a comics comic,
No, but I mean, these things happen. Look at us. We're here doing a podcast together. Who'd ever thought that two nobodies like us would actually do a show together? I mean, oh my
Yeah.
God, it's
After
amazing.
rekindling brothership, it's crazy.
Anyways, but no, it's a good show. They just talk to strangers, as the name of the show is, whatever. And it's interesting, It's something
We
me
should
and
get a
Shelley watch.
number. It would be fun to get a call-in number.
Yeah, well, we need some
It'd
technology
be fun to get a
advancements.
call number, and I only put the posters up here because no one here knows who we are. So that would be.
What do you mean in Northern Bay?
No. In like St. John's, go put up like
I thought-
mine and just like some downtown posters. Just the phone number. It's like call and leave a message if you need advice.
I thought you were like saying you're gonna put them around where you're at right now. I'm like,
No,
sir,
no,
there's
no.
literally 0.0 people where you're at.
People, yeah. I think it's like a 30-person population.
Nice.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Even though I told you the other night when that fire started, there was like 8 people who called called in. So that's almost 25% of the population.
Yeah, you had a fire out by where you were. Wow,
And
that's
it was
wild.
massive. When I drove through here yesterday, like you can literally drive in certain 20 people lost their houses. It's fucking crazy.
What?
Yeah, not from that fire that I told you about. Not from the one our
Mm.
uncle started, but the other one.
Oh,
Yeah, there was a
okay.
one. That's why it was such a big deal that he started.
I'm
Like
like-
20 people just lost their houses.
Gotcha. I'm like, holy man, our uncle's going to jail. 20 houses, bro.
I swear to God, though, like people, like our cousin went to the store here and like couldn't get back because the fire had jumped across the street because it was so windy and there was so much fire.
Jeez. Now I've been
Yeah.
I've been doing so much burning of the wood. I love it. I've been burning
Ah.
so much wood, cutting down the limbs of the trees that are touching the ground, and getting caught up on things I should have been doing like the last 10 years. Anyways, it's good.
That's good.
It's man stuff.
Good man.
Too
stuff.
long I've been doing
I-
artsy fartsy things. Although, do you want to hear my
Be
newest?
playing bass.
Do you want to hear my newest artsy fartsy thing?
Yes.
It's not so much artsy fartsy. It's actually paying off in dividends. I have to tell you this. Yeah. Well, we should probably, Roots, delete that after a few seconds. After Paul writes that down, you should probably delete that phone number of yours. Let Paul write it down, and then maybe I don't know. I mean, I have your number, but I mean, you might want to actually take the chat off the screen.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
That's really funny.
Wait, now where is
Yeah.
the? Oh, it's up here. There.
Uh,
There. I took
Oh,
the chat off the
deleted.
screen. Now I gotta. Hey, can people like chat a lot in the screen? So in the chat,
can
so
we get a
then
bit of
it can go up, and then I can bring the chat back on the screen before I go into
Yeah.
my witty story of musical genius.
you big dummy. That's a sick one.
I'm glad I was monitoring the chat because,
Yeah.
anyways,
Let me know when you.
I love you guys. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
I love it. I love it. Good community.
Beautiful. So, you know how it is. I mean, some people I have a little recording studio here, and some people historically, lots of people have say bartered instruments with studios to come in and here, man, I'll give you this guitar if you give me like a few days recording studio or studio time. You understand this is how things go sometimes. Generally, I enjoy taking money for time for studio time,
Yeah.
but
Money's good.
but lately, the truth is, I've had a toothache, and I don't have a dental plan or any kind, and dental stuff is expensive up here in
So
Canada.
expensive, yeah.
So I haven't been able to go. I hadn't been able to go for a while, and it sucked. So, anyways, there we go. I'll put the chat back up on the screen.
Yeah.
Anywho, I met a guy, musician here. I was hosting an open mic for a short time of music. You host your open mics of stand-up comedy. I hosted some open mics.
I do. Yeah, I have to host
Of,
one next Wednesday, actually. Yeah.
I've only hosted two open mics, and then I got the boot. we didn't get asked back. We didn't get asked back to the local bar. But anyways,
Oh, rats.
that's fine. So point being is I met a couple musicians at the bar, that came up and jammed. We all jammed together, and yeah, he was interesting. One of them was an interesting guy, kind of eccentric. So we exchanged number. I gave him my number anyway, and so he called me, and came over, and I was having a rough night when he came over. My tooth was hurting, and I kind of said, "Oh man, I'm sorry, I'm not so talkative. Every time I speak, I have a little sharp piece of tooth here that that's just like."
Can't get that much. Yeah.
And every time I speak, my cheek rubs up against it and it hurts. And he's like, "Oh my God, that sucks, man. Can I see it?" And I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" And he's like, "He works up at the dental office up the hill. He's a dentist, basically." And I didn't know this, and so he's like, and he came over basically wanting to record some music, right? He had, anyways. I heard his voice, so I wrote a piece of music that went with his voice, and I told him to come over and hear it, and because I thought he had a good voice, and that's
Happy Pride
that's
Month, happy
and
Pride
that's well, I'm a musician. This is what we do. I don't know.
joking,
Anyways,
I'm just busting your balls, as you'd say. I'm just busting your balls.
look, I mean, that's. I guess.
He's a handsome man. What a voice. I write some music for him. It is Pride Month.
No, so
And my tooth hurts. Yeah. Continue.
So I invite him over to hear this song, so I can maybe get it so he can think of some words for it. So he comes over, and this is when all this happens. And he's like, so basically he's
He's like, let me look in your mouth.
I've already gotten my tooth fixed, and I already went to the dentist and got it fixed, and I feel great. And now now I basically owe this guy a bunch of studio time. It's amazing. I've
So you
bartered.
did it for studio time?
I bartered dental work for studio time.
In 2025, dude, that's impressive. Not gonna lie.
I gotta say, I can't say I've ever heard of that happening before. Might be a first. Might be a
That might be the
first.
first.
No, I
That's
don't know. I mean,
Someone's gonna call
yeah.
in when we get that burner phone to use, and they're gonna be like, "In 1967, I had 12 teeth replaced for."
I mean, I do have
for a
this phone.
bassist.
I
I
can-
played for the Doors.
Stolen valor. I mean, I have this
Stolen
phone. I can put the number in the chat, and we can have a call-in show right now. Should I just put my phone number in the chat?
No. Roots already
Is that a
did
good
that.
idea? Is that a good
No,
idea?
I'm gonna. I
I'm
literally
joking.
will invest. I will invest in a sweet burner phone, and then I'll just get it at the dollar store that costs $10 a month, and then put it in an old phone, and then just whatever messages people leave us, I'll just download them, and every stream we can go through them.
Oh,
Easier.
Ducky Boy just broke the bad news. She had no luck at bingo. It's
I
very
know.
sad.
I saw. Yeah.
I'm very upset. I thought I was
Dude,
gonna
bingo-
eat. I thought I was gonna eat steak tonight.
Yeah. You just gotta eat sunrise burgers tonight.
Well, I wish I got
Steak.
hot dogs.
You got hot dog?
I do.
I
I'm
had
gonna have a
pork
hot dog.
burger. I did some cod tacos yesterday for the folks.
I have to.
Fresh
Can
deep
I?
fried cod.
Can I just say this? I've heard you brag about your fish tacos before, but I just have to say, I've never heard it sound appetizing. It just
Why
does.
not?
I think the implications or the double entendres that it brings on, I think
Like
that just
snatch
ruins
talk
it.
or like-
Yes,
yeah.
100%. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like I can't get past that to imagine how that would
Well, like,
taste.
would you eat a bologna sandwich?
Sure,
a
yes.
roast beef sandwich?
Yeah.
Then
for
what's the
some-
difference in a fish taco, roast beef sandwich, and if I put 3 of them together,
For some reason, it's different to me. I don't know.
I've seen them
Uh-oh.
all.
We have
They're
a
all
cat.
different.
Is this the cat downstairs? Let's see.
Just a previous picture of him.
A previous picture of a cat, of our cat.
Oh.
That's Bandit. Yeah, get closer. See the one down here. See the camera down there. Oh, that's Bandit.
Bandit.
That's Litton, isn't it? Or is that?
That's Bandit.
That's Bandit. Okay, I thought he had. Yeah. I thought he had.
Okay,
Reincarnated
I've
bandit.
interrupted the pod for cats, anyways.
There you go.
Oh.
Cats of the vlog. The
Cats of the
podcats. Podcats.
Yeah, we need one cat. We need one catapod. Oh, there he is.
The
I see him here.
catapod. No, the catapod. I like it.
Catapod.
Well,
I like
I-
catapod.
I watched this guy Ryan DePaulo, his vlogs.
I know
and
Ryan DePaulo.
There
Dude,
you
I
go.
love Ryan DePaulo.
See,
I love
there you
him.
go. So I
But
enjoy.
He
He
plays
has
the slots like a man.
no. That's I always yell at him when he plays the slots. I'm like,
No, I
stop
love
doing
it.
that, Ryan DePaulo.
Dude, his editing's so good.
Yes.
He's my favorite DGen streamer, dude.
Yes,
He's,
yes.
I've been watching his vlogs for years.
But
when I
he
got
has
him
he has dogs of the vlog.
Dogs the vlog dogs. Yeah.
So it'd be like cats of the
When he
pet.
does parkour too. I like when he does parkour.
I haven't seen.
Parkour.
Yeah, I don't think he does that as much lately.
No, dude, he's old. Like this is like 3 or 4 years ago. 'Cause
Oh,
I
no.
watched him win a bracelet in his car in Foodland.
Oh, cool. No, I think you got him. I think you're ahead of me. I only discovered him a year or so ago.
Oh, dude, there's
know that.
there's a lot of good stuff to go back there. Look at it.
Oh, sorry. It's just
Is he stuck in the well again? Rest in peace, Timmy.
No,
Yeah,
it's just-
roots.
It's
Rest
just
in
that
Timmy.
the cat had his asshole facing the camera, and
Oh, I
we
see it
just
now.
couldn't have
I'm
that.
delayed on the yeah.
We couldn't.
We were
have
just
that.
talking about fish tacos, and now we're talking about cat hole.
I'm sorry. Like I just can't get into the idea of a fish taco.
Really, it's codfish, so it's really good.
Give me mashed potatoes and some peas
Give me
with some
that.
codfish. Fine, that sounds great. But in a taco shell, shouldn't we be putting Mexican
soft.
things? That's not helping.
So progressive out here in the
that's-
north.
It's not helping. Saying it's soft
That's-
does not help me.
No, you sound soft right now.
Soft fish tacos in a hard shell.
Hell, Sunday.
Soft
Yeah.
fish tacos. That sounds even worse. Ugh,
It sounds like the worst porno ever.
God. Exactly. Starring Carol Kay.
Yeah, Bass by Fish taco. Put
So
in my
wrong.
fish taco.
So wrong. So are you
And
still?
Tartar sauce? His name is Turner. Turner, get in here.
Do you have? Are you dating someone right now? Do you have a girlfriend?
No,
You're
God,
single.
no.
You're all single and stuff. Are
Yeah,
you on?
that's why I'm out here with my parents on my 2 days off.
I just thought you like to spend. I thought you needed help with his deck. I thought Hop needed help with the deck, and you were just being a good
He
son.
did, he did.
Good.
I love coming out here. It's just much better than being in town. Town has
Agreed.
like, I've watched so many homeless people just be like, the homeless people are going to shit. I have my regulars that I would always see, like my regular homeless people, Corey. You know, he's normal. He's banned from Dollarama, so I buy him candy bars like once a week. He's a nice guy.
But you're
He
saying
walks
that
What, sorry?
you're saying the class of homeless people has gone down in the past.
Gone
few-
way down, dude. Like, they used to be nice. Like, you know, they'd never ask you for money. They just ask you how your day is.
And they
But
tip
now-
their hat, be like, "Indeed, sir," tip the hat,
Yeah.
and they'd be like, "Yes, indeed, yes." Homeless,
day,
but
no
but indeed, if you could spare a pence,
Yeah.
Dude.
Maybe. Daddy Warbucks, do you mind? I know welfare has come out today, sire. I know it is Wednesday. May I have a shekel? And then you're like, begone, peasant. Here's a cigarette. And they're like, my favorite reserves.
Yes.
But
Don't mind me.
yeah, I
I'll
don't
just be
know.
residing under this cardboard box.
Box,
Ah,
yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Happy wife, happy life. My house may burn down when I sleep. But I do find it's gotten a lot worse. It's just they ask you for $10 now. They don't even ask you for $1. It's 10.
It's inflation.
Do you have? Yeah, the homeless have even inflated.
Well,
But still, my favorite ones downtown don't ask me for anything because we have an ice cream machine at work. So I just give them ice cream because they're all crackheads and they just want sugar. I offer them real food. They're like, no.
you can placate them with ice cream, though. Ice
Oh,
cream
yeah,
seems to calm them down.
And they all want chocolate on it. They're like, just take the lid off. I'm like, I can't. That's disgusting. They're like sugar. All they want is sugar.
Could you just shoot the syrup directly into my veins, like I do the heroin?
I need a big syringe, a big goofy syringe.
A big novelty syringe full of caramel. Caramel.
Yeah. And then it's like, local boy kills 12 homeless by injecting them with caramel.
Yeah. Instant diabetes.
See? Yeah, they
Instant
just die.
diabetes claims 3 lives.
Liam is at large. It's like, no.
Yeah. I mean, and the cops aren't catching it because they're on the stuff too. They're all fat.
They're just waddling around like, I have a smaller singe of caramel that doesn't kill me.
Yeah. Just makes me fatter.
Yeah, and I like it. That's how I like it. I like to be fat and not be able to catch anyone. We got female cops that take 200 bullets.
I feel like I should make like a Fat Cops remix my Girl Cops Fat Cops.
Dude, yeah, make it a remix and it just starts as Girl Cops. Like, fat cops.
I could do the Weird Al thing where he took bad and turned into fat, and I could take my Girl Cops into
Yes.
Fat Cops.
Do a Billie Eilish song or something. I'm a fat cop.
Well, maybe when Weird Al dies, I don't think that anyone should be doing parodies like
His
that
son-
until
No,
he dies.
that's rude. Yeah, it's rude. That's rude. It's like saying you played for the Doors and you didn't. Man. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
exactly. Weird Al was just playing in Vegas recently, and we watched some
Did
of
you
his.
watch his movie?
No, I didn't.
No, you got. Supposedly his movie's pretty good.
I
Did you watch him live though in Vegas?
Yeah, when he was doing a show, and it was pretty good. I mean, he had these videos that he played in between because he kept doing costume changes, and he'd put the fat suit on for that, and then he'd dress up like white and nerdy or whatever. You know what I mean? He did a lot of costume changes, so it was interesting.
Oh, he's
it was
still doing all those songs. Crazy.
Oh my god, it's like a greatest hits of Weird Al. He still does like a Ricky and like I Love Lucy song, his first hit.
I
that he did.
never knew that one. That was one of the first people when I shout out Morphus was the illegal downloading software I was using in 2007. But our sister taught us how to use it. She's like, "This is all going to be porn." I'm like, What's that? She's like, just don't download that. All right, cool. And then I would download like every Weird Al song. It's like Pretty Fly for a Jedi. Yeah, Wankster's Paradise.
Hmm.
What was it? What else was there? Yeah, Just Eat It was hilarious.
Yeah, Weird Al's classic.
Dude, Weird Al's amazing. Supposedly his son is making music.
And he's probably gonna be like a Jacob Dylan type with the one headlight. He'll have one funny song and that be it.
Yeah.
No, is his son? Is his son doing comedy music? That'd be funny.
I think he is. I can't remember. I saw it on Instagram, but it was like either early in the morning or late at night when I'm like death scrolling through things. Which I have to stop doing. I should just make every time I want to death scroll, I should just make a reel to look at and then be like self-absorbed as opposed to looking at someone else's.
Yeah,
I think that's like what they want me to do.
If it is what they want you to do, and by they, of course, we mean the Ohioans.
Ohioans.
Yes,
The good Ohioans. Not to be confused with hyenas.
Just trying to figure out some way not to say Jews. I don't know what the fuck you're gonna say.
I know.
Yeah.
You ever see those with the hyenas in the lion? In my God, what's that poor movie about the lion?
The Lion King.
The Lion King. I don't know.
Simba.
I had a Simba.
No, I get it,
The
Liam.
coyotes-
I couldn't think of
coyotes
Woody
are
from.
Jews.
The hyenas are Jews. What?
Yeah,
Oh.
of course. Look at
Are
them.
they? Oh,
Look
yeah.
at them. Yeah,
I had no idea. I'm gonna look at that.
Yeah, big pharma.
They're the happy merchants of the Lion King. Okay.
Yeah, because they're all just like. I mean, they might be scrounging a bit, but they're just playing it up. You know.
Paw rubbing intensifies.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
That's. God damn it.
I'll check that out. I had no idea how deep it ran. I mean, I knew
man.
Walt Disney was a real one, but I mean,
Dude, Walt, he's crazy. I hope he's still frozen somewhere. I want him to just come back and he's like, just kill me. Like, he gets unfrozen, he's like, nope.
yeah, and he offs himself. He's
He's like, women can vote?
blacks can do what?
Yeah. This is great. Give me the mouse. Feel like we're Steamboat Willie's already royalty free. He's like,
Tugboat Willie. Now there's
Steamboat Willie. Steamboat Willie.
no. We need to talk. We need to like revise this movie and bring it up and bring it out. Tugboat Willie. Wow. I mean,
It's a new cartoon I'm working on. It's R-rated.
it sounds like it's set in the brambles. Okay.
Yeah.
Roots.
You know what this boat is run on?
You don't want to know. Root says, was that a fucking Wallflowers reference? Yeah, listen. The one headlight song.
Roots? Come on, dude.
Yeah,
We
Jacob
got past
Dylan.
this.
Jacob Dylan kind of, he kind of was an underachiever. He had one hit. His dad was way overachiever. With that voice, had many a hit. So I judge Jacob Dylan, Although in that one headlight song, the drummer, for a hit song, the drummer hits his overhead crashes 0 times. That not once
really?
in that song is there an accent on a cymbal crash. So just next time you listen to that song, take note.
Know that.
Yeah,
Noted.
it's interesting. Just a little fact. Just a little fact I have in my head that I wish I could erase and fill it with something better. Don't you think that? I mean, why do we have useless
You
knowledge?
could be filled with like cop body cam footage, and you're like, oh fuck.
I mean, I'm trying to. The amount of body cam footage I watch, at this point, I should be contained mostly with 92% body cam footage in my inside.
I got one to send you. That was the guy who made the news network that our sister works at. His brother got shot down by a cop in California, and there's video footage of it. And our father sent it to me and said, "Think they shot him enough?" Because they shot him way too many times. But he was trying to grab the cop's taser. It's a crazy video. I'll find it for you. Hold on. It's fucking.
Yeah.
But it's just funny that it's someone that
you know.
relevant. Well, he was probably born here and never he moved away because he's from the old money.
Yes. But didn't you know him, you said?
Well, I don't think our sister ever met him. It was the guy who owns the television network's
Hmm.
brother, but he lived in California the whole time. It's just like,
Gotcha, gotcha.
yeah.
Hmm.
But still was like put all over the news here, like no tomorrow.
Gotcha. Yeah, unfortunately, or luckily, I should say, I've never been involved with body cam footage. I don't even know if our cops have that around here.
Ours do, but you never see it, so I just assume they keep them off.
You know they do.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I was at a bar recently and oh, there's new? Wait. Oh, never mind. That's not new. I want the new one. What was his name? Oh, yeah, this. There was, I was at a bar recently hanging out with a woman and some girl walks in and then I just hear the guy say, the bouncer at the bar, he's like, she's got a fork, and then she stabs someone with the fork, and then they just put her in a headlock, and the police have to come in.
You've been fork stabbed. I don't know if you-
Fork.
that's from an episode of Sunny in Philadelphia.
I'm pretty sure, but
Yeah,
I
no,
knew
I mean,
this
that's
girl.
fork
The town is so
stabbed.
small that I knew the girl, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's her."
You
She used to
knew
be a
the
stripper.
fork.
I knew the forker.
The forker was a ex-stripper or a current
Yeah,
stripper?
reformed forks.
Huh. Strippers reform or
Reformed
just
stripper.
I thought
now
strippers just got
forker.
too old. I thought they just got too old.
No, not here. There's not enough of
Yeah.
them.
Well, I wouldn't imagine in Newfoundland. I would imagine the ratio of strippers to regular women would be pretty low.
Oh, you'd like to think so.
What, is there a lot of strippers in Newfoundland? In St.
Now
John's?
I can't even go upstairs and
Without some girl stripping.
yeah, and like it's my brother's or my friend's younger sister, and I'm like, rats, can't go up here.
Whoa. Ooh.
Yeah,
That's something else.
that's a true story.
Hmm.
That's a true story.
Hmm.
I'm like, dang it, I knew you since junior high.
And what, that doesn't allow you to go watch her strip?
She's just your friend's brother, or your friend. If it was my friend's brother, I'd go up there all day.
Sir?
Is that the one?
No, I
I'm
think...
joking. Is this the one?
Nice.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Oh, what, you're sending me the...
I'm sending you because it is crazy. This would be a good one to end off on, honestly, just because of like.
Well, I can't play any videos. This is the only problem with our
No?
podcast right now, with our amazing
not?
brand new podcast. Because if I play video, well, I mean, I could, but then you'd be off screen.
That's fine.
Oh, okay. But I mean,
That's
also,
okay.
I mean, this video, someone dies, right?
Yeah, you're right. Actually,
I
probably. Yeah. I mean, ABC posted on YouTube.
That doesn't matter. There's so many things on YouTube that people post or get posted.
You're right.
That it's fine for them some reason to post it, but like if we play it on a show, it's
You're
not
right.
cool at all.
Maybe this is something to take back into references. Maybe the first thing I shouldn't show on this stream is someone die.
No, maybe we'll just keep it as a conversation to start off with, and
You should watch it and tell me if they shot him enough, though.
yeah, I'll check in to see if they in fact did shoot him enough.
No, yeah, I'm joking, but like they shot him too much.
Cops
but
do that sometimes. I mean,
He also grabbed for their taser, so yeah. And he got off the bike and just said, I'm not drunk, and then tried to grab his taser and tase the guys, and then got shot a bunch. So.
yeah, that'll. I mean, I watched a video today of some guy doing the same thing, and he didn't die.
It's probably the same guy.
No,
Oh, he didn't
no.
die?
He didn't die. It was, I think it was well, unless he's black. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a black guy,
Yeah.
so. Anyways,
Boys will be boys.
boys will be boys. I disagree with that statement, but regardless, that's fine. You know, well, I mean, look, there is truth to that. You know, boys will. Well, I mean, this
Do
day
you
and
want me to say
age.
blacks will be blacks? Because that's worse.
Oh
many
my
black friends, and I
God,
love them.
we've made a new phrase though. I mean, I'm not going to use it per se, but I'm pretty sure people I'm pretty sure Roots will.
Yeah.
Or Roots probably already came up with that. I don't know. I'm kidding.
Oh man, Simpsons already did it. Simpsons did it.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, if we thought like that, then nothing would ever get done.
Hello, James.
Oh, who's there? James Campini or someone else? Let's see here. Oh, it is James
It is.
Campisi. Look, I believe we should probably wrap this up pretty soon.
Yeah,
call it a
but we're
night.
gonna do it every Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
Whichever day it falls on. Whichever day works.
Well, you say you have your days off is Tuesday and Wednesday-ish, so this is perfect. We'll do that.
I get off 8 o'clock every night anyway. I mean,
Mm,
we can. There could be a sporadic one here and there. You never know.
mm. And then I'm sure the lovely assistant will be around in the background some nights, and unless she.
we need a ducky in the chat anyway. all
Well,
around.
I mean, the problem is if Wednesday's bingo night, she might not be here on Wednesdays.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a bingo update.
We could have bingo updates, and it might be a party time if I find out she
Maybe
hits
it'd
the jackpot while we're on
Oh, it might
live.
have
Oh
to
my
be.
goodness,
Yeah,
party
that would
time.
be fun. That'd be a great segment.
Bingo, Anyways, actually, that's great. So, anyways.
Wednesdays is when I normally do comedy though. So
Wednesday night you do comedy.
8 o'clock Wednesdays. But
Hmm.
I'd still be back home by 9. I don't.
Either way, we'll figure it out.
Yes.
Beautiful. Well, before we say goodbye, I just want to say thanks to you guys in the chat there for hanging out. I know it's been a while since we've hit the stream on this channel, but you understand life is hard, and
Appreciate
life's
No,
not
appreciate
easy.
all you guys being here. No, I think it's getting harder. I don't know when it switched into hardcore mode, but it did.
Usually around how old are you? Usually
I
around
just
30.
turned 30. Yeah.
Oh, 30. Yeah, that's the
I'm
when it's-
I'm turning 31 next month. So.
Yeah, doesn't get any better.
No, well, I mean, I've been enjoying this 30 more than 20.
Yeah, once you hit 35, actually 35 is still good, then 37 is pretty much where things really start to fall apart. So you have
Yeah?
a few more years.
I got 7 years.
Yeah, you got
I can
7
still
years.
skateboard, so.
I have, unfortunately, those years get faster as you get older. So every year
Can
will.
y'all stop
compound.
setting forest fires? It got really hot here. Okay, we'll try not. There was a giant. 20 people lost their houses. Not us.
Apparently,
It was scary.
I see the house behind you, so that did not burn
I'll
down.
send you. I'll send you a video when I'm driving back tomorrow, and just like it's crazy I've never seen forest fires in my life. It was crazy.
No, we had some around here about years ago, and there was some video footage of people driving out of the fires and their dash cams that were ridiculous. It was crazy.
Yeah, it looks like something out of a movie. It's
Oh, it
crazy.
looks terrifying. I wouldn't want to
Yeah.
be caught in one of those. But all you have to do, there's only one simple solution, and your house will be
Stop, drop,
fine.
and roll.
Paint your roof blue, and you'll be all set.
That's true. That's true. Stop, drop, and roll. Also, if your house catches on fire, just stop, drop, and roll. Go right out.
It's true. Yeah, that works all the time.
I'm 44. I can still ollie a deck. All right, let's go.
Who's lying about that? King Ravana. I'm joking.
Man, my roommate's 53 and he still skates the mini ramp in the backyard.
I
Maybe
No,
maybe
I
next
guess.
Tuesday we'll do it in the backyard and we'll skate the ramp a little bit.
Well, this is the other thing too. You send me some cool videos that you do, and we'll use it for this. But the point is, we can enter. Well, we make our own little show. I can
We can dock. Look, chat, we're gonna dock like this.
Well, when I edit it together, I can add cool stuff later.
Of course.
So hey, we're gonna
we're gonna put out every episode.
and this. How about this? Watch, we can even do this. Watch this. Hey, everybody, we're cutting to cool stuff right now.
Right now.
Cool stuff. There, see it now, and then we'll cut to cool
And then we'll
stuff.
come back. We'll come back from it. Wait.
Whoa, we're just back from cool
Whoa,
stuff. That was
crazy?
amazing. Yeah, see, look.
Whoa, dude.
This is what the live stream is for. We can do all these little bumpers. It's like, and then we can start with the commercials, and we can do like, hey, we'll be right back after these messages.
Yeah.
And then you say back now, welcome back to the show.
Welcome back to the show.
Oh, you sound queer. Oh, welcome back to the show, man. That's how you say
no.
it. You gotta say it like you're from California in the '90s. I think that's,
welcome back to the show, baby girl.
or not.
No, you don't want me to say that?
No, that was hilarious. That was great.
Wow, just like old times. ... Question mark. Question mark.
Sure, yeah, Paul. I mean, it's nice.
This show
Paul.
has been taken over by a small white supremacist.
No, look, Paul's been around forever. We love Paul. So yeah, I mean,
Love you, Paul.
yeah, it is just like old times. Yeah, the only reason I say that, King Urbana, is because I tried to skateboard recently and I had zero of the luck. I was never
I watched you try and
good.
skateboard when I first met you, and
I was never a good
You
skateboarder.
you ollied. That was
Yeah,
it.
well, I was also
Well,
like 20 something. I was also in my 20s when I met you.
Yeah, you were living.
I cannot.
I still,
skateboard.
I have a mini ramp in my backyard, and I still skate a lot, but I definitely have to stretch a lot more now.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
So you should.
But so he should.
Look, well, how about
Alcohol's
we?
made my legs like little elastic bands.
That's
a
why.
Bam Margera quote.
But that's also why people survive drunk driving accidents is because they're so
Yeah.
drunk and relaxed that their body's like
Yeah.
rubber. So when the
Yeah.
car crashes into the other car, it's always the sober mother and father and 2.5
Family
children
of three
driving
dead.
that get killed,
Yeah.
and the drunk person always wobbles out like Gumby, like whoa, what
Whoa.
happened? You know,
It's one of my friend's kids' nickname is Gumpy. Well, I think I nicknamed him that, and then they're like, "Don't call my kid Gumpy," and I was like, "All right."
I thought you said Gumpy with a P. I'm like, wow, that's a good one. Gumpy's great.
No, Gumby.
Um,
No,
I-
it is Gumpy. It's Forrest Gumpy. It's like 'cause he
Forrest
likes
Gumpy.
Anyway.
We actually have all the characters of Gumby in like stretch toys so you can move them. So I could totally make stop animation and do new Gumby stuff, but do it like, it could be naughty Gumby
Gumby.
or, like white supremacist Gumby,
Found footage Gumby.
neo-Nazi Gumby.
He on the wrong track.
Yeah. Strung out Gumby. Oh, I forget the name of his horse.
I feel like he'd like wake up next to like Ernie or Bert, and he's like, "What happened?" It's like, "Oh, I don't know."
Well, unfortunately, I have Gumby. I think I have Girl Gumby. I got Pookie as horse. I got a couple other ones. I
He
got
can fuck the horse. That's fine. He can fuck the horse.
I actually made a potato. I actually made a potato and a carrot have sex with stop motion animation with my potato series.
That's vegist. You're a vegist.
I was very vegist.
Yeah. Pokey.
Can we play a just the tip? Okay, look, we have a request, and
Okay.
it's true. I'll only do one though. Only do one. Let's see
What's
here.
the tip? Explain
This
it
is
to
well. This is a segment where we have our friend, expert of everything, expert of life, Roots Calhoun, give us tips for everyday well-being, keeping up with life and keeping
Okay.
on top of things. And
I'm in, yeah. We
so,
can keep that segment rolling for sure.
well, I mean, this is a segment from the Irrational Times show, but like, whatever this is, it doesn't really matter per se. Now, I forget if I've played this
I think
before.
it matters.
I don't know, but let's see here. Like I said, I have to take you off of the screen, so
That's fine.
you'll excuse me if if I do that. Okay, give me 1 second here, and with that in mind, enjoy a tip from only the finest of men, Mr. Roots Calhoun himself. Oh, sorry, that was bad. I had to play it here.
Hey, I'm Roots Calhoun, and this is Just the Tip.
You know, it's funny how many people get mad when a sentence doesn't end as they lasagna. Yeah, you heard me.
Hey, I'm Roots Calhoun, and this is Just the Tip.
Exactly. Exactly. I hate it when my sentences don't end the way that I lasagnaed.
Lasagna.
You can't hear the tip, but that was his tip.
It's
It's not really a tip. It's more like he's just kind of pointing something out.
Wait, what did he say? Lasagna?
Yeah, I hate it when anyways, whatever.
I want to know. Tell me.
I hate it when people end their people think they. I forget now. I forget how it went exactly.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is a horrible way to end the show in complete misery. Not misery, but failure.
Would you call him a Canadian expert? No.
No, he's from Chicago and he lives in
Yeah, I know
America.
that much. He
He's-
was hungry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's I hate when people don't end their sentences the way I lasagna. People don't end their sentences. I hate it when people don't end their sentences the way I lasagna.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not a tip.
It's not a tip, but it's it's just it's a gripe.
How the hell did you get me to do those fucking things? I mean, it seemed like something you would enjoy doing.
I don't believe I coerced you with alcohol or drugs, Roots. I just I have to go through. I'll go through them. I'll find the funny ones. I think I missed the funny one there. Oh, that's my bad. I joke, Roots. I appreciate that.
We will see you guys next Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, look, we can say next Tuesday or Wednesday, but probably Tuesday. Yeah, you're probably right.
I'd say Tuesday because I have to do comedy on Wednesday, I believe.
And that way, the lovely assistant can be around. Yeah.
Yes.
I need to find a headphone. Oops. I need to find a headphone extension for her. I'll have to get that together for next week. But regardless, look at you. Here. Look how dark you are now. Look, it started out. It was all light, and you were all well lit. And now look at you. You're
just a little cold.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. You look like we're gonna start. You look. You're gonna start hearing smoke detector chirps. Anywho's, on that note, never mind. Okay,
everyone, go home. Get out of here. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
That's right.
We appreciate you all being here.
Okay, peace out, everyone. See you later.
Thanks for being here, everybody. Have a good night.
Quiet outro, no music.
Oh, quiet outro. Should I say Slayer?
You can slay.
No.
Okay, well, maybe.
Oh, it is cold though.
Maybe someday we will have some music for the end. You have a little do. Maybe we can just do a little do. Thanks for watching.
You get the live. Oh, I just electrocuted myself.
No, we're still live. I just figured this would be a fun way to pretend it's the end of the show. We're just have a little outro do. The credits are rolling. Yeah. And no. See, I'm glad we're not on stream. You almost gave it Zig Heiled. Jesus. Anyways, okay.
I got electrocuted a little bit. I had to stop it.
Okay. Okay, fade to black. Peace out.